that's not a blatantly racist statement, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. And if she didn't report him, then that's what we're talking about. It's the blue shield. You tell the community, serve up these bad guys. Okay, it'll make everybody's life better. Okay, get that criminal element from within your midst. Okay, cut out the cancer. Well, then the community's saying the same thing to the police department. Cut out the cancer. Cut out the cancer. Let me go back here. I want to play this again.
Discuss this with you is a testament to God's grace and his. I believe that I'm able to stand here and discuss this with you is a testament to God's grace and his sweet, tender mercies. Just to be quite honest with you. Because what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish here is above challenging. It is. We're asking cops to do too much in this country. We are. We're just asking us to do too much. Every societal failure, we put it off on the cops to solve. Not enough mental health funding. Let the cop handle it. Not enough drug addiction funding. Let's give it to the cops. Here in Dallas, we got a loose dog problem. Let's have the cops chase loose dogs. Schools fail. Give it to the cops. 70% of the African community is being raised by single women. Let's give it to the cops to solve that as well.
It's your fault,
That's
single women raising them babies. You're not pregnant. It's your fault. Yeah, I thought that was a bit too far. I really did. Did anybody watch VH1 Hip Hop Honors last night? Honestly, I tried to watch it, but I just couldn't. I had to tap out. And it's because I happened to turn on right when Little Kim was on the stage. And that wasn't pleasant. And she's standing there, Little Kim, looking like, like the princess of the undead, face chalky white because she's been whitening herself. And I'm like, what in the hell? And she's surrounded by people are clapping and she's talking about all the different women. And I just couldn't take it. I'm sorry. I just couldn't take it. I had to turn it. And then, so I fell asleep and I woke up early in the morning to the point where it was being rebroadcasted. And damn it, if I didn't come in damn near the same spot as I did before I had fell asleep. And I tried to watch it. I tried to endure it, and I just couldn't watch it. I just couldn't. I'm sorry, okay? That's a good way for me not to watch it. If I want to watch The Undead, then I'll go watch The Walking Dead, okay? I don't want to watch VH1 for that, man. I didn't watch that. And I think her daughter was there. And I didn't know that the daughter has, like, maybe, I don't know, a lazy eye or something like that. There's something going on the right-hand side of the eye or something. I hope it wasn't like an injury or something like that. Oh, it would have been terrible. But I'm just like, what the hell? What? Your mother is the princess of the undead with this chalky white face. Listen, what I would tell black women and black people in general who are now trying to go through these transformations and you want to lighten your skin, well, how about you wait until after they perfect it? Because clearly the science is not perfect. It is not perfect. I don't think that Sammy Sosa, is that what Little Kim was going for? I mean, what the hell? I don't know, man. I guess you just, the show goes on, you have to just ignore it, I guess. But that would be very difficult for me, like in person, to just ignore something like that. And I'm looking at this woman like, damn. And I remember Little Kim from the Hardcore album cover. It was that album cover. I mean, that album cover was worthy to be on like a poster, like on a wall. Okay, that was one of the best album covers of all time. Okay, shout out to Little Kim. And I think about Little Kim and how attractive she was in that moment. And I think about this Ice Queen that's running around talking about she's Little Kim. And I'm like, what the hell? It is strange. My point in saying all this is that I couldn't watch too much of it. Did you watch any of it? I'm sure it was great. All hail the ladies. I think Queen Latifah was being hailed along with some other ladies. It's like Queen Latifah has gotten every award. It's like, are there any awards left? Cruther writes, Little Kim is in your head, Nathan. Shake it off. You can tell, can't you? Kiki writes, I couldn't understand why they just chose those artists. Kiki writes, it was pretty boring. Hell, I went to sleep on it. Yeah, okay. James writes, Little Kim has turned into a monster. Little monster? I can't believe what happened to her. And she did it to herself. I mean, woo! It's amazing. It's amazing how people view themselves versus how the world sees them. It is really strange. And it's the parents. Is it the parents or is it just them? Is it the parents to make a person feel good about themselves, to make them feel valued, to make them feel as if what they have to say is important, to make them feel as if they are important? Is that the parent to build the self-esteem, or is self-esteem that is something that just happens naturally? I don't know. Akeem writes, sorry, Nate, Ice-T Power album cover was the greatest ever. You're right about that, Akeem. I'm going to go with Akeem. You're right about that one. Me and my homies spent a lot of time looking at that album cover. A lot of time. And I think I bought that album, as a matter of fact. At some point I had records. I mean, it was many years ago. And there was just certain covers that you just wanted to keep for whatever reason. Casey writes, I can't take most award shows either, Nate. Too many fake black people for me. Kiki writes, I wish Lil' Kim would not have distorted herself like that. Yeah, me too, and every other red-blooded hip-hop generation-born black male that used to listen to it. James writes, her music. James writes, your thoughts on Tim Duncan retirement, ? Tim Duncan will go down as one of the greatest of all time. And I just have not really been watching too much television lately, although ESPN was on the other day. And I think I kind of picked up some of the numbers in the background. And they were just like past Jordan numbers in terms of the amount of time he spent, minutes played in the playoffs, 15-year first team All-NBA, All-Star every year, All-Defensive Team. And Tim Duncan was a G, man. And wasn't loud, wasn't one of those braggadocio dudes. Even when his skills start to retard or like to degenerate, he stepped to the side, let Tony Parker be the man, let Ginobili be the man, let Kawhi Leonard be the man. And he just sitting back clocking rings, man. I mean, that's just a first class player right there, at least in terms of how he conducted himself on the court. Now, I hope we don't find out that Tim Duncan was a pedophile all this time. Telling you can't believe in nothing these days. And, you know, Jared selling Subway, he seemed like such a nice guy. He's peddling in children. Michael Jackson, I mean, we can debate this, but let's just say the fact that there is a debate is enough of the debate for me. Okay, there's enough doubt. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. These Catholic priests, Penn State University. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And so that's why when we're talking about these people these days, I'm very specific. His on-court accolades, A1. His personal life, I don't know what that man's into. I don't know. Brittany writes, Nate, these officers are trained on what to say in court to get off free. Trained really well. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They know exactly what they need to say and how they need to appear to get off. Junior writes, good morning, family. Good morning, Junior. Brent writes, this killing will not stop. Here in the city of Cincinnati, some interesting things are happening. I'm reading that there was a meeting between the police and also the community, some face-to-face meetings, which I 1,000% agree with. But what else needs to happen? Also, next week, you got the NAACP convention. And my question is what specifically are the issues that the black community needs to have addressed in the city of Cincinnati? I mean, you had this black agenda meeting that Dwight Tillery was the spearhead of going back a couple of weeks. Now you got the national NAACP. What does this mean for black people inside the city of Cincinnati? That's my question. Okay, Hillary Clinton is coming in and out of town. What does this mean, though? Donald Trump will be in and out of town over the weeks and months before the election, leading up to the election. What are we getting out of this? Are these just media moments? They come, they go, they shake hands, photo op. Sometimes it's a fundraiser. Is there anything of substance, any relationships of substance that are being brokered? That's what I would like to know. That's what I would like to know. You tell me, though. Kiki writes, I believe that the operator has heard many of them speak in that manner. Black and white officers. They don't and won't say anything. That's just how many of them do. Sad, but true. Let's see. Junior writes, tardy to the party. Thank God for the podcast. He is a waymaker. Hashtag Chop Shop. Glad to have you. No, I did not catch the award shows. Akeem writes, hey, Nate, I've been listening to that first X-Clan album, Deeper Than Atlantis. Listen to that verbal power track when you get a chance. Man, X-Clan, it's been a long time. Been a long time. But that was back when Cass was rocking African medallions. Do you believe that will ever come back? Miss D writes, they also had Faith Evans' wife introduce Little Kim mistress. What? Really? They was trying to start something. Hakeem writes, then I got that Ohio Players Honey album poster. I became a man off that poster. You became a man off the poster? I don't want that in my head. Ed writes, what? No Sierra and Russell news? I guess he got lucky this weekend. Yeah, they tied the knot. I've been staying away again from Sierra and Russell because everybody told me they gonna get married, Nate. They gonna get married. They're married now. Now the commitment starts. Okay? Now the monogamy starts because they're married. And I wish them nothing but the best. Cruther writes, the DOJ needs to address the issue of police stopping people purely for monetary gain. Absolutely. Absolutely. When a police officer pulls you over, maybe we need, but see, here's why they're not going to do it. And here's why they're going to be reluctant to pull back police powers and police discretion when it comes to traffic stops. Because sometimes they get lucky. Like sometimes they get lucky and they find a lot of drugs, or they take people that have violent backgrounds who may be wanted for violent offenses. They find them and take them off of the streets with these routine traffic stops. It's also a source of money. Like that's what we found out at Ferguson. Not only was the infrastructure, did it have a racist attitude toward the black citizens in Ferguson, but it was also using Ferguson the way that the machines were using people in the Matrix. Basically, it was an energy source. They were making money off of them. And that's what the DOJ report said. To your point, Cruther, I would like to see a similar investigation done, racial analysis on all the stops, procedures, impact, total payout on all of the major cities. Hell, check it, every police department in the country. The people who are served by those police departments deserve it. They deserve it. Mila writes, Donald Trump was invited to the NAACP convention. He hasn't responded. I hope he attends. That'll bring some excitement into town. That'll be great because downtown you have the pro and then the anti, right? Donald Trump supporters. We need that. Carolyn writes, Nate, please, if you get a chance, check out Charlemagne the God's Donkey of the Day from yesterday. He plays Officer Geronimo Yanez dispatch call. Very interesting. I played it myself this morning. Just a little bit of it. I'm not sure how much they may have had or whatever, but I think I played the critical moments. And I took it from a news report from that particular locale. And if you missed it, check this out.
The officer gives the license plate of the car Castile was driving.
Check the IDs. I have reason to pull it over. The two occupants just look like people that were involved in our robbery. The driver looks more like one of our suspects just because of the wide set nose.
A minute and a half later.
Now, I've made a big deal out of it this morning. But is the officer just being descriptive? Is this part of police work? I mean, listen, if they show you some profiles of African-American suspects, okay, and one of them has a wide nose, is it wrong for him to now be looking